All right, Coach. Tough one here against Pitt. I mean, ACC school. Talk about your team's performance overall in this one.
We talked about it out there. We just didn't execute. Like, I don't care if it's ACC or Horizon League or whoever it is. We didn't execute. We left 5 runners on base in the first 3 innings, missed a couple of bunts that we could have moved runners in scoring position. And then literally we went through all 6 runs or something we can control, whether it's balls that came off our gloves, not executing a first and third, piping a ball when we have an open bag and a pass ball. Like, those are literally all 6 runs. Those are things that we can control. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's ACC or Horizon League. Those are things that just have to happen when you just play the game.
In that third run, Meadow tried to throw down to second. You guys sort of changed your approach once it was first and third later on in the game. Just talk about that play, and maybe did it change a little bit?
Not necessarily change the approach, and we just didn't execute. We were supposed to get an out somewhere in there, and the girl had the base stolen, and we just didn't communicate. I also think the throw was offline, and in general, we talk about that. That's a ball that needs to get cut off if it's offline. If it's not going to get her out, then we need to get an out in one way or shape or form. It ends up going through and ends up costing us a run.
You guys were held hitless after the second inning. They threw in a couple different pitches.
Yeah.
What was their approach like?
They just changed up their pitchers and kind of changed up some of the looks that we could have. I think we started pressing at a certain point after we had our chances, and then we're trying to now do too much rather than doing the same thing that we did in the first 3 innings to get ourselves into runners in scoring position. We kind of started pressing a little bit on that end.
And Dana and Madison both didn't have a strikeout on the day. What was Pitt doing that really they were able to put the ball into play?
To be honest, I think from Dana's perspective, I think she just wasn't getting ahead early in the count and leaving them in counts where they could hit. So I don't necessarily think it was Pitt's doing. It was Dana just not necessarily as sharp as she usually is. That created better counts for them to hit in. And, I mean, when you got 2-ball counts to hit on as a hitter, you're going to have a better opportunity to get the ball and play one way or the other. And but they're both pitch to contact kind of pitchers anyway. So again, that's the importance of us getting ahead in the counts, so we can do execute some of those out pitches.
And you guys turn your attention towards the thick of conference play. What are some things you want to work on that you're taking away from this game?
Again, the execution side of this, and we just got to kind of get ourselves healthy. We know who we are and what we have at the moment, and we next person up, next woman up, and she executes, and we do our thing. And we had a good Sunday, and you don't lose sight of those things and keep the momentum and building, and then you execute on the other things, and this is a different ball game. So just doing our thing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.